Okay, so let's start with this. Okay, so when we talk about the Azure data engineering, okay, guys, Azure data engineering, Azure data engineering. So when we talk about the Azure data engineering, so what is Azure? Basically, guys, Azure is nothing but it is the name used by the Microsoft. It is the name used by the Microsoft to market their cloud services. To market their cloud services. Okay, like guys, everyone, we have the more supermarket is there. Actually, the more supermarket is owned by whom, guys? By the Birla Group. Am I right? It is owned by the Birla Group. But whereas, okay, they are marketing their grocery stores. Birla, even the Birla has their own software. So we call it as a Birla Soft. Likewise, they are marketing their grocery stores with a name called what is that? With a name called what? With a name called what? That is more. In the same way, the Microsoft is marketing their cloud services with a name called what? Azure. With a name called what? Azure. Okay. Then what is the data, guys? Data is nothing but what? Information. Data is nothing but what, guys? Information. So data is nothing but what? Information. So here you can say data is nothing but what? Information. So here we have what is that? Information. Data is nothing but what? Information. And now we have the engineering. What do you mean engineering? Application of the techniques on the data. Application of techniques. So we can say, guys, application of techniques on the data by using the Microsoft Azure. That is the only thing it means, guys. Azure data engineering, wherein the Azure data engineering is the bunch of cloud services. It is the bunch of cloud services, everyone. It is a bunch of cloud services, guys. It's a bunch of cloud services, everyone. It's a bunch of cloud services. Azure data engineering is a bunch of cloud services, wherein using this we can perform the following jobs, guys. What is that? The first one is called as what? Data migration job. The first one is called as what? Data migration job. And the next one is called as what? Data integration job. Data migration job, data integration job. Then you have data summarization job, data migration, data integration, data summarization, and then we have what is data visualization. Okay, what's it? We have it data migration, data integration. Okay, we have what's it? Data migration, data integration. Then we have the data summarization, and then we have the data visualization as well. So guys, yesterday we have seen almost all of them, but I'll just refresh it once before we move further. Okay, everyone. So here we have what's it, guys, everyone. So we have what's it? The Azure data engineering is a bunch of cloud services wherein it is provided, okay, here to perform the following tasks. What is that? Data migration, data integration, data summarization, and as well as the data visualization. Okay. So whereas these four tasks, or these are the tasks which is done by the Azure data engineering, which is the bunch of cloud services. What are the cloud services we have in Azure data engineering, guys? We can say the first one as what is it? ADF, which we call it as what? Azure Data Factory. Okay. And the second one we can say, guys, what is it? ADB, which we call it as Azure Databricks. And the next one you have what is it, guys? Synapse. Okay, we have what's it? Synapse. And then we have what's it, guys, everyone? Azure Data Factory, Azure Databricks, Azure Synapse is there. And then afterwards, you have the Azure Machine Learning. ML stands for what? Machine Learning. And then we have what's that? Open AI. Open AI. What is that? Open AI. And the next one, what's that you have it, guys? Azure Fabric. Or directly, we'll say Fabric. Azure Fabric it is. I don't have the space here, so I'm just mentioning the Fabric. That means the Azure Fabric. So these are all the services we have it, guys. These are all the, yes, guys, these are all the services we have. What's that? ADF, ADB, Synapse, Machine Learning, OpenAI, and the Azure Fabric. Okay, guys. So these are, apart from this, we have many more services are there, but I'm just taking up some of the services. Okay. So whereas using these services, guys, everyone, using these services, okay, that is nothing but using these services, we can perform the following task. What is that? That is data migration, data integration, data summarization, and data visualization. Okay. So guys, you know already what is a data migration. Okay. So what is a data migration? You know it already. What is that? Data migration is nothing but moving of the data from the on-premises environment to the cloud. That is nothing but, suppose you have the data in your mobile phone, and now your mobile phone, from the mobile phone, your mobile phone is on-prem. From the on-prem, guys, from the on-prem, you want to move the data towards that your Google Drive. Actually, the Google Drive is what, guys? Here, the Google Drive is a cloud storage. Cloud storage. So whenever you wanted to move the data from the that is nothing but normal device storage towards it, the cloud storage, this process is called as what? Data migration. Data, what is that? Migration is called as what? Data migration. And then what is that next one? You have it, guys. Data integration. What is data integration, guys? Data integration. Okay, so what is my data integration? Data integration is nothing but what, guys? Okay, getting the data. Can you see here? Data integration. Data integration is nothing but what? Can you see here? Suppose you have, okay, data in 5 laptops. 5 laptops data is there, and 10 mobile phones. Okay, you have the data in what? You have currently the data, guys. You have currently the data in what? Everyone. Currently, you have the data in what? 5 different laptops and 10 mobile phones. From all these data, you wanted to pull in and store it into the common, that is nothing but storage. That is nothing but pull the data and put it into the storage here. So whenever you wanted to pull the data from 5 laptops and 10 mobile phones and store it here in the here, store it at a common storage, that is called as what? Google Drive here. Google Drive. Okay, guys, Google Drive. So whereas, can you see here, Google Drive, this kind of a data pulling and keeping at a place, this is called as what? Data integration process. Okay, it is called as what? Data integration process. That is data integration. But if you have the data in 5 different laptops and 10 different mobile phones, you're pulling the data from all of them. Okay, you're pulling the data from, okay, all of them and keeping at a place. This is called as what, guys? Okay, this is called as what? Google Drive here. Okay, sorry, if you're pulling the data and keeping it at Google Drive. So whereas what it is called as, this is called as a data integration process. It is called as what? Data integration process. And the next one you have, what's it, guys? Data summarization. What do you mean data summarization? Basically, guys, everyone, data summarization is nothing but it is a process where the data is changed as per the requirement of the user. Suppose here you have a sales data is there, day-wise sales is there, okay, and you have to calculate it and get the net profit. You have to calculate it and get the net profit. So whenever you wanted to calculate it and get the net profit, this calculation part is done by the data summarization technique. Okay, finally what happens here? After the net calculation is calculated, the data will be put into the cloud here as it is. That is called as, you can say, Google Drive or any other thing. Okay, guys. And the next one you have, what's that, guys? Data visualization. So what do you mean data visualization? Data visualization is another process, guys, wherein you have day one profit is there. Day one profit is there. And day two profit is there. Day one profit is there and day two profit is there. What's it? You have day one and day two profit. Can you see here? You have the day one profit is there and day two profit is there. And you have to take a decision which day incurred more profit. So you have to compare the day one profit with the day two profit now, guys. You have to compare the day one profit with the day two profit. Am I right? You have to compare the day one profit with the day two profit to take a decision. Whereas visualization is process where it is called as what? Decision making system. Decision making process. Decision making process. So means what? So we compare the day one profit with the day two profit and take a decision. So hence it is called as what, guys? Decision making process. It is called as what? It is called as what? A decision making process here. Okay. So here we have the following. What is that, guys? The first one we can say, guys, what is it? Data migration. Second one is a data integration. Third one is a data summarization. And next we have what's that? Data visualization. These are all the four different jobs we can do it by using the Azure data engineering. So Azure data engineering is nothing but one of the cloud service. What is it? It is one of the cloud. So it is bunch of the cloud service, not one of the cloud service. Azure data engineering is a bunch of cloud services, and which includes the following jobs here. And what are the cloud services we have it, guys? These are all the cloud services we have it. Okay. Now the next one, guys. The whole process here starts with what? Data. The entire job starts with the data. That is called as what? Gathering of data. From where do we get the data, guys? Data is nothing but what, everyone? Information. Data is nothing but what? Information. So from which point we get the information? We get the information from the business. Am I right? We get the data from the business. We get the data from the business here. Okay. So here we get the data from the business. So we can say, guys, always, the data is here, and the data or the information, we always get it from the business. The data or the information, always we get it from the business. Whatever business we can say, guys, let us say social networking sites. Social networking sites. So what are the social networking sites we have it, guys? Everyone? The social networking sites are nothing but we can say, guys, Facebook is there. Then we have what's it, guys? Facebook is there. And then you have what's it? Insta is there. And then we can say Twitter is there, which we call it as X right now. Okay. Facebook, Insta, Twitter, and LinkedIn is there. Okay, LinkedIn is there. So these are all what? These are all called as what? Social networking sites. So they generate what? The data. And data in what? Data at a large. Data at a large. Where this kind of a data at a large is called as what, guys? Massive amount of data. It is called as what? Massive amount of data. What is it called? That massive amount of data. It is called as what? Massive amount of data. That is called as what? Huge volume of the data. That is called as what? Massive amount of data. It is called as what? Massive amount of data. Okay, it is called as what? Massive amount of data. That is called as what? Huge volume of the data. It is called as what? Huge volume of the data, guys. It is called as what? Huge volume of the data. Okay. Next, apart from this, what is the other sources from where we can get the data, guys? Apart from getting the data from the social networking sites, we can also get the data or the information, guys. We can also get the data or the information from the business. From what is it? From the business only. This business is what, guys? You can say banking applications. This business is what? Banking applications. We get the data from the banking applications. We get the data from the, what is that, guys? Banking application. Okay. We get the data from the banking applications. So what is banking applications? Banking applications are used at the bank level. Okay. They are used at the bank level here. Bank level. They are used at the bank level. So we can say, okay, we can say that these all applications are used at the bank level. Okay. That is something but where the transaction takes place. Okay. Where this banking applications generates the huge volume of the data. The banking application generates what's that? The huge volume of the data. That is called as what? Huge volume of the data or the massive volume of the data. Huge volume of the data or the massive volume of the data. And then apart from this, what's the another one, guys? We have many sources, but I'm just counting some of them, guys. Okay. So we can get the data or the information. Data, the another name for the data is the information, guys. We can get the data or the information from ultimately what, guys? We can get the data or the information from ultimately the business. Okay. So what is the business? You get the data or the information, that is the data or the information from the business. And this business can be, what is that, guys? Here you have banking applications, social networking sites. Again, you can say, guys, live streaming process. Live streaming process. So we can get the data from the live streaming process. So what is live streaming process? Live streaming process is a process where you receive the data on a continuous basis. We receive the data on, what is that? Continuous basis. Data you will receive it on what? Continuous basis. Such as what? Stock market is there, guys. Okay. Stock market, share markets, stock market, where we receive the data continuously. And this data keeps on changing every second and every minute. Am I right or not? Whereas, can you see here, this kind of a data is also called as what? Big data, guys. So ultimately, guys, whether it is a massive amount of data or huge volume of the data or the big data, all are one or the same, guys. All are what? One or the same. You can say big data. What is it? Big data. So you can say, guys, big data. So big data is nothing but the huge volume of the data is called as what? Big data. Or the massive amount of data is called as what? Big data, guys. Okay. So whether you say it as a big volume of the data, massive amount of data, or the huge volume of the data, all are same, guys. Okay, big data, where the big data is classified here into three categories. What are those? The first one, you can say it is, guys, structured data. And the second one is called as what, guys? Semi-structured data. And the third one, you can say, guys, unstructured data. Unstructured data. Can you see it? So here you can say, guys, structured data, semi-structured data, and unstructured data. So these are the three varieties of data you can have: structured data, semi-structured data, and as well as the unstructured data. Okay, guys. So what is my structured data? Structured data is nothing but the data which is kept in the form of a table, where the table is a collection of what, guys? Rows and columns. Where the table is the collection of what? Rows and columns. Where the table is a collection of what? Rows and column. So here you can say, guys, this is the example for the, here I have a table with a name called EMP is there. And here I'm using the name, ID number, salary. That's it, guys. The name is, what is that? You can say, guys, Alan is the name. And then you have the ID number, something like this. And then the salary is something 30,000 like this, guys, everyone. And then you have, what's it, guys, everyone? Bobby. Can you see here? 40,000. That's it. So can you see here, guys? Using this data, you can clearly understand. Can you see here? Using this data, you can clearly understand these are the columns and these are the rows here. Am I right? So you can decide it, the columns and the rows here. You can decide it to the columns and the rows, guys. Okay. So you can decide it, the columns and the rows. So here you have the columns and here you have the rows. So we can say structured data is nothing but the data which is kept in the proper form of rows and columns is called as structured data. And everyone can understand it. Okay, guys. Everyone can understand the structured data here. Okay, guys. Everyone can understand the structured data. Then you have what's it, guys? Semi-structured data. What do you mean semi-structured data? The semi-structured data is nothing but the data which is recorded in the form of a JSON file or the XML file or the HTML file. These all are called as what, guys? Semi-structured data. Okay. And what is by unstructured data, guys? Unstructured data is nothing but what, everyone? The unstructured data is nothing but what? The data which does not have any format, such as you have, what's that? Your mobile phone is there. And the mobile phone, you have, what is it, guys, everyone? In the mobile phone, you have photos. You have, what's that? Photos is there. Your photos is there. Okay, guys. You have, what's that? Photos. Photos in your mobile phone. And you have the videos are there. And then you have the chat history. Photos, videos, mobile, that is chat history. All these are called as what, guys, everyone? All these are called as what, guys? All these are called as what? Unstructured data. Okay. Which does not has any kind of a structure. Whereas, guys, when you go to the real time, 80% of the data you will receive in this format only. That is called as what? Unstructured format. And here, only 20% of the data you will receive it here. Okay, 20% of the data you will receive it. Only 20% of the data you will receive it here in the form of what is that, semi-structured or the structured, guys. So the whether you go with the semi-structured or structured, you will get only 20% of the data, guys. You will get only what's that, 20% of the data you will get in this format. But 80% of the data you will get in which format here? You will get it in the format called what is it, guys? Everyone. So I can say this one. Same. Okay. 80% of the data you will get it in the unstructured format. So as a data engineer, everyone, as a data engineer, what is your job, guys? As a data engineer, your job is the following. What is it, guys? Where you have to convert here, guys. What is that? Unstructured data. You have to convert or write the unstructured data. Everyone, you have to convert or write the unstructured data to what's that? Semi-structured format. And semi-structured data to what's that? Ultimately structured format. So this is the job of a data engineer. Okay, guys. So these are the types of data we deal it here with. Okay. So guys, everyone. So this is the thing we have it in the Azure data engineering. And rest of the process we will see it tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow the same time. Tomorrow also the same time we can just have it the class session. Okay. That's it, guys. Thank you, everyone. If you have any doubts, you can ask me now.
So what is the competitor for this Azure ADF?
Computer is Amazon.
No, I mean particularly Synapse and ADB and ADF.
Competitor you're saying or what?
Yes, competitors like same tools.
Basically, Synapse is also from Azure.
No, I mean the same product from the different company where market is using already.
That's what I said. No? For Azure data engineering, you have a even this one is there. What is it? Amazon data engineering is also there.
Okay.
Google data engineering is also there.
Okay. Now my question is that why Azure why Azure ADF or ADB? That's what comparatively market which is the best. That's what. That is my question.
It is cost efficient, most cost
Mhm.
efficient here, comparatively with the other available things. And
Okay.
basically, it's very easy. That is very easy to access the things.
Mm-hmm.
Almost all, the coding is zero here.
Okay. So I am from the mainframe background. I want to switch from the mainframe to this technology. I don't know the Java. I know only IBM mainframe technologies. So can I survive like with some
Yeah, definitely. Why not?
experience?
Yeah, definitely. But if you want, you can put up experience also, or if you want, you can just go as a fresher also. That's not a problem.
No fresher. I think they don't offer any salary. I guess.
Obviously, no, fresher will not have a salary. So obviously, you have to put up some experience that you can manage it. That's not a problem. The level of
Mm-hmm.
training, what you are going to see, you can manage this.
Yeah. But after some do they expect apart from these technologies like these three, do they expect anything else? That is my big concern. Like they expect Java, they expect some Python, they expect like that.
Java is basically, Java is needed for any computer technology you use.
Okay.
Basically, Java means the
Mm-hmm.
basics of Java will be there in almost all everywhere.
Okay.
So, but it's
No,
not
I mean
essential to have it.
in this case, do they need like I should know the Java, and I should
Not
program or
required.
something. Okay.
If you know it's fine, well and good. If you don't know, leave it.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Any somebody else?
How about the opportunities in abroad, like Europe?
Right now, obviously, see the obviously this whole IT market is depending upon abroad only.
Mm-hmm.
We don't actually we don't generate jobs here based on the
Yes,
requirement, based on the projects and inputs we receive it, we get the hirings here. Am I right?
correct.
Obviously, it's good. That's the reason it's fine here also.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Any other questions? Somebody else? Okay. That's it, guys. Thank you. So we'll meet tomorrow the same time. Thank you.